pinching myself. Okay, fine. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell beside the subscription box for post notifications. My name is Coco, and how have you been? I want to talk about school, and this video is like how am I going to explain this video? This video is more of like an advice for aspiring undergraduates here in Nigerian University. My university is a public Nigerian university, so any advice I'm going to be giving is from that perspective. It's not a private school. I'm not really aware of how they do things in private school, but most times public universities, their methods are very, very similar. So guys, you know that moment when you're in your final year of secondary school, your SS3, and you're so eager to get into university. You have this idea of uni in your mind, like watching movies and all of that. Well, it's kind of like the reality is kind of different. Well, depending on your school, but most times it's different, especially academic wise. It is very different. Your experience in school is actually up to you. So this is me going to this video for mainly. And so I am going to start with your lodgings in school. Like when you get admission, the first thing that comes to your mind is, where am I going to stay? In my school. My school is UNN, it's based in Enugu. It has two campuses in Enugu, the one that's in Soka and the one in Enugu City, like the main Enugu City. So most times in UNN, students prefer to stay in hostel than lodges. So most times, if you don't get a hostel accommodation, you should really look for hostels in school. Lodgings in school, or very, very close to the campus. So for the proximity to school, and also you should also look for a roommate. I don't really think your first year you should spend it alone in a room. You should have a roommate, and so that you'll be able to liaise with the person and know what's going on in the school. Your first year is not the time for you to stay alone in a place. You need a roommate and a friend. Then going to the academics full time. When you're in school, you have this idea of lectures in university. Maybe you watch K-dramas, or you watch American movies, or you watch Nigerian movies, whatever it is that you watch, and you see this idea like where you guys are just like where there are like a few number of students in the class or in the lecture hall, and the lecturer has his projector on and with the mic and everything. I am sorry to tell you this, but it's not like that. It is so not like that. When I was in secondary school, when I was awaiting admission, what I was thinking then is not what I'm experiencing now. In school, most times the halls are congested, like they're so full, like you have like 5 departments or so in one hall for one lecture. And then also the lecturers don't go so deep into a topic, they just touch the surface of a topic, and it's up to you to read it up. So because if you're leaving it to the lecture, they just have 1 hour. Most times it's just 1 hour class, or highest 2 hours, and it might not even be enough for them to explain or teach whatever it is that they want to teach. So it's up to you to kind of read up. Okay, and it's actually in your first year that you know yourself and you develop a studying habit. But if you have a studying habit from secondary school or from staying at home awaiting admission, you have to stick to it, because you cannot let other people intimidate you. What works for A cannot work for B, or doesn't work for B. What works for the other person cannot be what works for you. You have to know yourself. Even if you're looking at another person's studying habits, you have to look at it for it to inspire you, for you to get serious with your books. So that's it for academic religion. When you enter school, you miss a lot of things, especially when you're doing your freshers registration. You miss a lot of things. Then you miss a lot of things, and one of them is churches, fellowships, ministries. They're like a lot in Nigerian universities. I don't know about your school, you watching this, but my school, like, we have churches everywhere, like, and you cannot let that distract you. You cannot let yourself be dragged from one fellowship or from one program to the other. You came to school to read. That is the main reason why you came to school. It's good to worship God, but trust me, you do not want that whole dragging from one program to the other. You don't want that in school. It can be very tiring. And you have to learn to say no. Most times these people, they come up to you and they ask for your number so that they'll be able to add you to group chats or text you or call you whenever they have a program going on. You have to learn to say no. Without God, nothing is possible. You have to also have a good prayer life if you're a believer, and a lot of things will work out for you. So going to the social life, the main thing, like, I know it's not the main thing, I'm so sorry, your academics is the main thing, but trust me, you need to have a social life. You need to like balance everything out. So going to that, I need to move back a little. I'm so close to the camera, I'm just realizing that now. So going to that social life, you need to have a social life in school. Like in my first year, I was not really the sociable type, and honestly, I kind of regret it a little bit, because your first year is like the freest academic year for you in school. It's like the year that you are most free to do whatever you want. After your first year, most times it's second year and third year, and those times you're now deep into your departmentals, your academics, and you don't even have time for yourself. You have to make out time for yourself and have fun, because trust me, if you finish university without any atom of fun, without you experiencing anything, even the ones organized by your department, you're always reading, you do not want that. You need to know that university, you can have fun in university while maintaining a very, very good GP and being a very, very good
just talking about the social, but I want to talk about boys. I'm a girl, so I am going to talk about boys, guys. I feel like when you're in school, we have this idea of like getting a boyfriend in university and all of that. Like, I don't know, you just like go on social media and you see all these like cute things, and it's very, very possible. But there are a lot of F boys in school. Okay, there are lots of like fuck boys in school, and if you lose guard, you cannot allow yourself to lose guard. Like, give people chances, talk to them, and if you feel like you're grooving towards them, fine and good, but like, you do not want to lose yourself in a relationship while you're in university. You don't want to do that. So if you see any red flags, people, you run for your life. I'm serious. Like, it is so not worth it for you to come to school and you're losing your focus because of boy. It is bad. Don't do that. But the main thing you came to school to do is to read your books. You have to focus on your books first. Know that your books come first before any other thing, and you need to focus on it. And I wish you learned something from this video. If you liked it, even if you didn't like it, share it to your friends, give it a thumbs up, like this video. Make sure to comment and tell me whatever it is that you want me to talk about, and make sure to check out my vlogs, my med school vlogs, and I'll see you in my next video. Make sure to subscribe. Please subscribe and click the bell beside the subscription box. Click the bell beside the subscription box for post notifications, so you get notification whenever I upload a video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.